Hello, everyone. I am John Undertale, and this is the part 2 of the Team Rainfall's Dusttrust tier list, OST tier list that we are going to be doing. And actually, we are going to be doing it with the owner of the take. Say hello.
Boo.
Ah!
Hello, everyone. I'm here to give insight where possible, drop a bit of lore, and some fun facts along the way.
Yes. Anyway, from what people saw from the last video, we left off on Spite, or it got renamed to Spite. Originally, it was Lost to Lunacy 3, but now it is renamed Spite because of this guy, the other guy.
So basically, Lost to Lunacy was back when we were having a bit more of a canon story with Papyrus, as in he was generally just insane. He is not. He is a cold, calculated decision maker in the new direction. So
What
was in order.
Yeah, so what you mean is, like, he actually knows what he's doing.
Yep, he is completely aware.
Alright. Anyway, let's continue. We're going to listen to it, and, of course, I'm going to pause every now and then to explain what I think.
Yep.
So, let's go. I think the piano is like a very good intro to the song because it's kind of like it kind of makes it sound sad, you know, like kind of sad, but and then it intenses. It gets intense like right here. Right here. And that's really nice. And the melody of the piano, the rhythm or whatever that was, makes it actually sound kind of sad. So it's like, you know, there's kind of fear in here. There's kind of like a bit of fear to be seen here. And it actually also goes along with the description, a smile greets me from the dark. I don't know if that's Sans or someone talking, but...
I'll just say it. Think about how the narration in TS Swap is. It's full of me, I, instead of yous and we's.
Human.
Yes.
Good to know. Anyway, we're gonna get into the actual...
The drop.
Yes. Okay, that whole part, for some reason I adore this. I adore this section right here. It has an amazingly, like, the like that. And then we lead into the papyrus motif, which I believe this section, it kind of just is like, think of it as you're getting ready. You're getting ready, like you're preparing yourself for what's about to happen. It's that little preparing section, like you heard the opening, and now this is like, get ready for what's about to happen. And I really like that a lot. And then, of course, the papyrus motif tells you papyrus is here. You know, make sure to keep because again, in this AU, papyrus takes rule of sand, so you gotta keep your guard up, like you said. And then we have the the kind of the papyrus encounter thing, because again, this is like a papyrus encounter, so
It is, yeah.
yeah. So we have that old the old motif, but it's changed in a way because again, this isn't old, and this is the new version of because fun fact, the old version of this take was more focused around. It wasn't less original in terms of music, but now it is.
It was more focused on reusing motifs in different ways, is what it was.
Yeah. So and now
there was a comment that I made in Imminent Desolation. It was either on my upload on my SoundCloud or the Team Rainfall's upload, but it was reusing the Psychosis like ending
because
as a Sans leitmotif.
Yeah. Because actually, fun fact, in that song, that is actually a replacement for finishing what you started, and finishing what you started. You is referring to Papyrus.
Yep.
So using Psychosis, the Papyrus encounter for canon Dusttrust makes a lot of sense. But yeah, and then back to this, we have the Papyrus encounter motif, but it's different. It's changed up a little bit. So it's not all normal. Because again, this isn't your regular Papyrus encounter. This is something else. So changing that up makes a lot of sense. I like to think of this section, right here, as it's kind of like Papyrus. I feel like with the high pitch, whatever that instrument is,
Guitar.
Yes, it makes it seem like Papyrus is kind of mad. I think it would give him the sense of he is angry. He is not happy.
Yep. You're hitting the nail on the head there because, yeah, he's not unaware of what he's doing. He's completely aware of what's going on.
And he is also, showing his rage. So you get to see that. It's not like, because in your normal Papyrus encounter, he's kind of just, like, lamenting, really. Mm-hmm. But here, this part makes me seem like he's mad. He's not happy to see you, because again, the fact that the human plays a role in this makes more sense for him to be angry, because he knows that the human is the main cause of what is happening, and is going to play the human plays the biggest role in everything. So,
I will say, this is not an Undertale Last Breath situation. He did not figure this out from River Person. And actually, I should say, then pre-league as well, because he didn't figure this out from River Person. He figured this out from a certain little doll.
A certain little doll, yes, a certain little doll. Who, very minor character in normal Undertale, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's continue. Alright, now I like to think of these parts where they use the little light instruments here. The piano. That piano or whatever it is, that key instrument. I like to think of that as the part where, that's the part where who you are fighting, in this case, Papyrus, is thinking. He's kind of thinking about, like, maybe what's going to happen, and the fact that, like, he just takes a second to, like, think about okay, hold on. This part I actually do not know what is actually going on. Let me think for a minute. Ah, man. I mean, I'm assuming he's thinking, because the small piano, I like to think hints at memories, memories, and for those memories to be, like erased and forgotten. Like, he doesn't want them to be forgotten, and he doesn't want them to be messed with, because the loss of the ones he loves, that really isn't good. That's not good, and it affects him and how he thinks. So thinking about it right now, he's like, okay, what to do? What should I be doing here? And then it continues from here to here. And then the fight continues. And then we do have some more of the papyrus motifs here, specifically with striking the demon down, which you hear right here. The use of that also really explains the human's presence, because striking the demon down, the demon refers to the human. So we're getting more hints at the human's presence in this fight.
I agree. You're right. I was specifically wanting. I told Playwarian when he was working on even the first Lost to Lunacy, back when that was still a thing during the Dusttrust Downpour era. I wanted Striking the Demon Down, specifically Sasser's Megalo Strike Back section, and we kind of get that in this one later on in the song.
Yeah.
Actually, we get it in this section here.
Yeah, right here.
Right there.
More hints to the human.
Okay. So, I will say, Megalo Strike Back is strictly a papyrus leitmotif. Specifically for this route, in quotes. But, I don't really want to say too much about what's planned after this game, because there is stuff planned. I'm going to be mentioning it in a devlog that's coming out soonish, once the rebrand is announced.
So stay tuned.
Yep.
Ooh, why am I making this scary? Anyway. So yeah, we have our first a little calming section here. Of course, with the bass, they're giving the intensity, because not everything is we're not sitting down, laying down to rest. No, we're still on about this. But Papyrus is like, we're not done yet. Sure, I might seem that I'm a little calm right now, but we're not done yet.
This is essentially the calm part in Megalovania.
Yeah. So, real quick before we continue, I like to think of that part as the part where Papyrus is kind of like, he's getting more angry. Because usually in every time we have this little calm section, right after it, things get more intense. That's usually how things work, and from what I've heard. Because imagine if this were to be a fight, just imagine. Papyrus is just like standing there, kind of like shaking, and he's tensing up. He's tensing up because he's kind of like maybe I guess you could say out of breath for now, and is just, he keeps thinking of what's going to happen, and he's trying not to let those thoughts get to him. Because again, he knows what he's doing, and he's trying not to let go on that fact. He wants to stay brave and strong in this situation.
There's another fun fact. There's another little lore tidbit I want to drop here. This isn't a finally caught up with him moment. This isn't a Sans encounter in Kitchen Crew's situation. This is purposeful on his end.
Yes. Wait, what do you mean by purposeful?
He did it. He wasn't caught off guard like Sans was, say, in Sans encounter in Kitchen Crew's Dust Belief.
Yeah.
This is very much he's been waiting for you.
So basically, he's been so unlike Sans encounter, for those who don't know, Sans is in I believe the secret section in Snowden.
He's in that one area. With
the one area where
mushrooms.
The mushrooms that with the door that can be unlocked after you do something in the credits of Undertale. He doesn't expect you to be there, but because that is Undertale and this is Underswap, Papyrus actually waits for you. He waits for your arrival. So, man. I mean, I feel like the sense of him being brave too, like, adding on to what I said, sure he's waiting, yes, but, because you're the human, he has to remember, the human has, well, given the fact that the human's being controlled by the player, that being whoever's playing the game, they could do anything. They could change their mind. They could pull up some random move and end this whole thing. And Papyrus got to remember that. Because
the personalities here. I mentioned it before we started recording. This is, and I've mentioned it. This is something I'm not shy about mentioning. Team Rainfall's Dusttrust is very much inspired by Inverted Fate and Team Switched Underswap. So the personalities are a bit more similar to their Undertale counterparts, but they're, of course, damaged.
Yeah.
So
because they have to do what they can in the role that they take. So, in sense, Team Rainfall, or not Team Rainfall, Team Switch, Underswap, they, because Sans takes the role of Papyrus, but he acts like, Sans from Undertale, he has to have something that makes him act like, a Papyrus, role, or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He has to have something that makes him act like a Papyrus.
And there is something that makes him act like a Papyrus. I'm not going to say what, because that's going to be explained in the game.
Yeah. Anyway, let's continue from this part. Hopefully I got this part is really hard to understand. Okay, there's the there's the Alphys, that Alphys thing. Because when I first heard this song, and I got to that part, I thought, wait, Alphys?
I mean, to be fair, this is a waterfall area, so...
And because...
she would be here.
Yeah, she would. So maybe this part explains Alphys maybe is here too, maybe watching, maybe witnessing this. Maybe she's not happy with what's going on. Maybe she's confused. She's just like a little background character, and that motif explains that she's probably in the presence of the fight. Just you don't notice her.
I will say, there is something mentioned in the game's description that I want to point out. I'm going to read this verbatim. I'm going to read the little intro text that I put in here. Not so long ago, a little plushie let a certain skeleton in on a little secret. A human child has fallen down and will begin to wipe out monster kind. They have done so before. At first, the skeleton didn't believe what they said, though remained cautious of their warning. When the skeleton got a call from Alphys, the captain of the Royal Guard, a chill ran up his spine once the plushie's words were confirmed true. Sort of, at least. Sans, I have no clue what's gotten into your brother, but Papyrus is killing anyone who he finds in his path. You need to stop him at any means necessary while I evacuate other monsters. Now, in a frantic haze, Sans rushes off towards the Shaded Citadel to confront his brother.
Basically, what they're saying is, Emmi, the strange doll, actually, told Papyrus about the humans' little ways, and Alphys told Sans about Papyrus's little ways of what he's doing, to stop the said human. So, Sans, has to stop his brother and confront him because he's like, he needs answers. We need answers. They need answers. Everyone needs answers as to what's going on with Papyrus. And, to get answers also probably out of Temmie, because Temmie was the one who told Papyrus all of this. And then back into the musical perspective of this. That little guitar, I always that probably more anger, more anger. I mean, we're getting closer to the end of the song, so anger, the build up of rage, really it keeps going as the song is going. Real quick, I'd like to point out more hints onto where we are. We have the waterfall motif, because like they said, this fight takes place in Waterfall. So waterfall motif is where we are.
It's hard to hear, but in that section, the starlight motif is present too.
Wait, are you talking about the one that goes?
Yeah.
The one that was used in
Homicide Lunacy 5's original intro, yes.
Yes. Alright, I've noticed a bit of things here. I noticed a bit of the Sans motif. So what I'm suggesting is that this part is where Sans comes into play. You hear a bit of the da 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 da. You hear that, right? That means Sans, right? So then this part is actually really nice because we have a repeated section. So, what I mean by repeated sections, we just had a repeat of the intro. But it sounds more different. It sounds
desperate,
more
even.
intense and, yeah, desperate. Because given the fact that of the Sans, and if Sans would be here, and now Papyrus knowing about Sans, he's like, wait, you can't be here. I can't let you be here. You can't see this. You're not allowed to see this. You shouldn't be seeing this. You were not supposed to learn. You were not supposed to learn about what was going on. I was supposed to take action. You should not be taking action here. Now with the presence of the human and his brother, there's a little bit of stress put on Papyrus.
I won't say anything, because I'd be spoiling.
Okay, there we had the
Once Upon a Time. You got it right.
The Once Upon a Time, signifying the fall of the human. The human, Sans the human. You get it right. The combination. It's adding on to what I said. And then this part.
You're sort of right in a weird roundabout way. You're sort of right, but you're not entirely right.
All right.
That's all I'm gonna say.
All right. I mean, again, this part, these songs, I really gotta just think. Really gotta think to understand this. This little section here, it transitions really fast, again, because of the stress that Papyrus is having and how desperate he is. Here's where things get really intense. We just had two motifs there. We had the Dust Sans motif, and we had the Striking the Demon Down motif. Again, more Sans stuff. And now Dust Sans, We had the normal Sans motif, and now we have the Dust Sans motif. Something must have happened. I wonder what just happened. Something must have happened during this fight. For dust to appear, usually you get the sense of dust from killing someone. Someone died. Maybe Papyrus? Alrighty. So, hold on, let me replay this part. Yeah, so the dust motif, and then
Megalovania.
The Megalovania motif, and then the star motif just keeps playing. It doesn't stop. I mean, it does stop, but it just, right after that little part, the star motif just appears. It just magically just appears, and then it just keeps going.
I wonder whose leitmotif it is. It's almost like I've been mentioning them. A strange little doll. I'm just gonna say, yeah, Star is a Temmie motif.
Wait, I never knew that.
Yeah, it's a Temmie leitmotif in this.
I never knew that.
Alongside,
oh my God,
and I'm gonna say it right now, alongside a Once Upon a Time and Reunited. Reunited has only been heard once so far, and it's a Downpour Somewhere Else.
Yes. Isn't that the one that goes da da
That it's
da 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 da?
yes,
Yes, that one.
it is that one.
All right. So this song really, really does a lot for me in terms of story-wise and in terms of how good it sounds. This automatically goes in S tier for
I figured that this would be
the two. Thanks to oh frick, I forgot. Luna.
the next two are shorter ones.
Thanks to Luna for helping explain this. I kind of get the idea and of the story here, and for all you guys watching, you also get more ideas of the story. But the song really, really does some magical stuff. And
Playwarian and Nick really did really well with this. Playwarian was the main composer. Nick added in some smaller elements. Obviously, Nick is seen featured more heavily in a later track, which will be seen in a different video.
Yes, probably around the last video. Anyway, yeah. So now that I know, I just want to say this. Now that I know that the star motif is actually Temmie, and that Temmie, that little doll, plays a massive role, it makes sense for it to play as soon as Papyrus dies, because Papyrus was the one who got told by Temmie about the human. Anyway. That was a lot. Anyways, we're gonna transition into the downpour. The downpour, which got created thanks to this guy.
It wasn't. It was planned.
Oh my
god!
What the? Oh wait, hold on. Why is this?
What is that?
playing?
It's Playwarian's old Sans encounter. That's fitting. That's funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was predicted in the joke as a joke in the comments of "It's a downpour somewhere else."
Oh, so it was predicted.
Of which this track serves as a reprise of.
It was predicted. It wasn't requested.
Yeah, no, it wasn't a request. It was planned.
All right. Anyway, so this plays from what I would imagine as after the Papyrus fight, and I would imagine this plays where Sans is just he's trying to take everything in. He's just trying to take in what just happened.
I just noticed the follower count of Rainfall's OST account. I'm upset.
I just noticed too.
Anyways, you paused, so
Okay.
might as well get the thoughts of the song out so far.
All right. We have the It's Raining Somewhere Else. The intro, the like that little small piano, the
yeah.
And again, Sans. It already should be understood that this is Sans, because
It's a Sans song.
Raining Somewhere Else is a Sans song, and Sans, did something to someone, and so yeah, not much to say on the intro.
There's Reunited.
Now, I'd like to say something about the Reunited motif. Reunited plays in Undertale during the pacifist route, usually when everyone's saved, everyone's happy, everyone's gonna leave. But does Sans feel happy? I don't think so. Usually, but maybe he's thinking of how things could have been different if none of this happened. Maybe if none of this happened, everyone would be fine. Everything would be fine. He would be fine. We would have been able to live in a happy family, but now that he's done this, he's upset at both himself and maybe the human, because he saw the human there, given that fact that the human was fighting Papyrus. So I'd like to think of this as a struggle to accept how things are now, in a way. Or just memories. Or it could just be memories. Like, oh, Papyrus, my memory! But yeah, that's what I would think with this.
A very short and sweet track.
Yes. You saw how it switched from Reunited back into It's Raining Somewhere Else. Because it ended off with Sans. We went from Sans to, what was it, like Memories or whatever I said, and then back to Sans. So
I won't say much on this interaction. I will say that much.
Yeah. But again, I like to think of that as Sans just trying to just figure out what happened. He's trying to accept it. He's sad. He's in a state of melancholy.
And then the final one for this video.
And then we're gonna leave this one as the cliffhanger for the video. So we're gonna take a listen, and then in the next video I'm gonna do this track, and then we'll do the last ones. So just to point something out, if you look closely, that is the core. That's the core. So this means it takes place with a core. Let's read the description real quick. Something's off with him. Sans ? The name and the description tie in. Immediately, we already have the... what was it called? The Kara, that car instrument. We'll call it the car instrument.
In My Way.
In My Way, yeah. In My Way.
Or But Nobody Came. It's But Nobody Came. That's what it was.
Yeah, But Nobody Came, In My Way, whatever. We'll say But Nobody Came. But Nobody Came. Something's off with him. So this is the human speaking. And then we have Sans. So they must have just encountered each other. For the something's off with him, the Sans instrument sounds kind of messed up. I I could be like tweaking or something, but I feel like that sans instrument is just something's off with it. It sounds different. I mean, I don't know if you hear that too.
No, it was so. I will say this track originally served a different purpose for the precursor to this take. Dusttrust Breaking Point. This track would have been for the fake intro into Phase 4 for Dusttrust Breaking Point.
Oh,
that's not what
like fake as in this would replace Determination.
Yes. Well, no. There was a Determination track, but you know how it was shown off that there was going to be a fake intro and then it would transition into Phase 4? How Omega Flowey has that too. The Once Upon a Time There Were Humans and Monsters, one day they disappeared without a trace intro.
Oh, that, and then it just glitches.
Yep, it would have been this, and it would have ended with a Sans jump scare. Transitioning into Phase 4. That's not what this is purposed for now.
Of course not. The song now doesn't...
I didn't want to let this track that Darks did go unused, so being reused here.
Because again, it obviously tells the story.
Yep.
Okay, so I just heard the da 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 da. Isn't that the song that plays during the
It's a date. It's the date.
Yeah, the date.
It's another repurposed motif. It is a Sans motif in this.
Yeah, of course. And again, the instruments, that motif, that sounds just wrong. It sounds like the lead was changed, like the motif was like changed a bit. It sounds like the instruments...
It's raining somewhere else instead of Sans.
Yeah. But again, it just seems like the instrument, the Darks, the composer, also Darks is a great composer, by the way.
Yes.
Made the Sans instrument just sound like, I don't know what the word is. It just...
Off?
Yeah, off is all I need to describe it. It's just the instrument, and then makes the instrument makes the motif sound off. So yeah, that was that one. In terms of how it sounds, it's probably like a B.
You also forgot to rank the downpour.
Oh yeah, god damn. Downpour in. It's literally. I would have to like. It's in between or over here. I don't know. We'll just put it right here. It's an 18. It's good.
Yeah.
And then this, in terms of how it sounds, is like B or C. But story-wise, I believe I would just put it in a B tier.
Yeah.
Because there's not much going on. You know. Oh damn it. There's not much going on. So, anyways, that was very difficult. Not used to ranking the big songs like flippin' Spite. Because ranking big songs are hard to really think about because there's a lot more going on.
Mm-hmm.
But thanks for the help, by the way, with confirming, stuff. But anyway, we're going to leave it at that. You will see only me. You guys will see only me when we rank Dust to Dust, which I actually have a lot to say about it. I have already a lot to say about it, so get ready for that.
And then I will be back for Weight of the World plus Do or Die, 11th Hour 2, and Ascension.
Yes, which 11th Hour 2 might be the hardest one to
Yeah, because I'm not gonna say much about it. You're not getting much out of me for 11th hour. I will say that much already.
So, yeah. Anyways, I hope y'all have a good day, good afternoon, good night, or evening, or whatever. I don't care. Ta ta. Bye bye.